How's it going, everybody? This is Mark here from the Onside Kick. Something that's been going on with the Chicago Bears organization is that Evan Rodriguez, our fullback, slash maybe he'll play tight end someday, he got his second arrest of the off season, although the first one charges were dropped. This time for a DUI. The other one, I believe, was the just public intoxication, which is a little bit of a lighter version. Um, but after the first one, Phil Emery said that he kind of re-educated him on what his expectations were for a player on the Chicago Bears. And now, I don't know. I haven't really heard that much about what's going on so far. I mean, there was the apology that Rodriguez gave out pretty much right away. I think it was the very next day, if not that same day, that he did a little apology. Um, but it's interesting. I mean, I'm a fan of Evan Rodriguez. I really am. I was so glad that we drafted him. I thought he would be a very good part of our offense. Unfortunately, I think we've misused him. We haven't really had any good coaching though with him, to be fair. So I'm not really that concerned about that just yet. Um, we'll see if he gets to do anything else. But I mean, a big thing is we'll get to see if he's even going to be on the Chicago Bears. They might be looking in a different direction now. And that's an interesting thing, and kind of my thing I want to get to in this video. Um, Not just what your opinions on Evan Rodriguez are, if you think that the Bears should keep him, or if you think that the Bears should just kind of cut him loose and move on, getting a new fullback. Because we drafted him as a tight end and then kind of stuck him at the fullback position. So it's not really like he's a fullback anyways. He's a little bit of a hybrid. But I mean, I think my question is essentially just what issues off season make it to where you don't want a player on your team anymore. We see it all the time. DUIs. We saw it just last season with the DUI slash accident that led to the death of an athlete, and the person basically responsible for that was on the sidelines, in the very next game, just sitting there. And I think a lot of people were upset about that. Although some people didn't care. I mean, we can go back to all sorts of players. Plaxico did a ton of embarrassing things and got in all sorts of trouble. Obviously, Michael Vick had his issues, and he's the kind of example of, hey, if you can play well, essentially all is forgiven. Not for everybody, but for some people, they're willing to look past issues. It becomes an argument of, do you judge somebody based on their actions, and does that determine if you want them on your team or not? Or do you push their actions off the field or off the court, off the ice, to the side, and just focus on their play? It's an interesting thing. Personally, as a Chicago Bears fan, I was very sick of the McCaskey slash Lovey Smith style of, we have a very specific kind of player that we will have on our team, and they need to be a good, upstanding citizen, or whatever words they felt like using. That really kind of, you felt like you're going to miss out on some really good players just because they think they might not be a good person, and who's judging who a good person is? But I think that's my question, essentially. And what I'm curious about is I want to know what some of you guys think. I would love to see some comments below about what you think where do you draw the line? What issues are too strong to where you immediately say, I need that guy off my team? Or how many repeat offenses does somebody need to have? Because obviously, getting a DUI, drunk driving, it's something that needs to be taken seriously. You know, it's something that leads to many, many injuries and deaths every year. But we can look past that for an athlete. I don't know. Is that something that you think is acceptable? Is that something that you think we should do? Should we look past that? Or, is it one mistake, it's okay, we'll forgive that. Second mistake, maybe we'll forgive it again. Third mistake, is 3 the part where you draw the line? I'm just very curious to know what other people think, because I'm a little torn on the issue. I really am. So I would love to hear what you guys think. So I want to see some comments below about not just Evan Rodriguez, not Michael Vick, not Plaxico or Rolando, McClain, Titus Young. I just want to see what you think, taking specific players out of the equation. What issues make it to where you think, no, that guy's untouchable, I don't want him on my team? Or how many repeat offenses until you want to get a guy off the team? Does it matter if he's a star player? If he's a backup player, are you quicker to get rid of him? That's essentially what I want to know, and I would love to see some comments below on your guys' opinions. As always, subscribe to our videos and leave some comments on any of our June videos, because we are giving away that Anthony Rizzo signed ball. Personally, I don't know why anybody would want an Anthony Rizzo signed ball, but hey, some of you Cubs fans are crazy. So definitely leave some comments, subscribe, and check out all of our videos. We got videos coming up every week. So until next time, this is Mark from the Onside Kick. Comment below, guys.